Okay. Talking to a camera. It's funny. I have a inner running monologue all the time. And just yesterday, somebody on Instagram posted, do you have an inner monologue? Yes or no? 96% of people said yes. Made me feel better about myself. So, made me think, you know what? I'm not the only one out there that doesn't know what the hell they're doing every day. 90% of my life is completely unplanned. It just happens. I try really hard, but ADD, anxiety, you know the works. Put them all together, it just makes it a little impossible to plan it all out. So I got about 10% down. It's called the kids go to school at the same time every day. They come home at the same time every day. We get dinner on the table between 6 and 7 every day. We try to go to bed by like 8 every day. Other than that, nothing else is really planned. My daughter is in dance. I forget to take her ever so often. It's pretty sad. It's just crazy. So I'm going to try talking to this camera and see if it helps with mental and physical health. We'll see. So I'm Kat. I have 3 kids. They're 2, 4, and 6. 6-year-old's a girl. She's in the 1st grade. I decided to attempt to homeschool some during COVID. I had a little cohort with our old neighbors where we had a teacher that kind of helped out for half the year, and then the second half of the year I attempted it and realized I don't have patience whatsoever. And so now she's at school this year. And my 2 and 4-year-old boys, I mean, you might as well just call them pure COVID kids, because they don't remember a life before COVID. And today was the very first day that my 2-year-old said, I'm going to school, and got out of the van. Every day he has wailed, cried, hid in the back of the van, done everything possible to not get out. You have to unbuckle the kids before you do drop off. So you have to unbuckle them before you can get to the front of the line. They don't want you doing it when you get to the front of the line. Well, so that gives them plenty of time to climb to the back of the van and hide. Okay, well now I've got to climb through the van getting them to get them out. Anyways, I can get lost on some rants. But today, January 11th of 2022, he actually got out of the car and he was excited to go to school. That was really cool. Bless them, because he's on day number 8 of potty training. So he's done pretty good, except the last time he needed to go to the potty. Poop. It happened in his pants. So he did really good before then. I don't really know. I'm really just getting lost on this. Okay. Recenter. I am a doctor of physical therapy, and I just go to patients' houses. I'm not a home health physical therapist. I am more of an outpatient orthopedic specialist. And the only times I can find to work with patients are on Tuesday and Thursday when everyone is in school. So that means the only free time I have is taken up by treating patients, but it's very fulfilling and I love it. I wanted to make this very unfiltered, very just true and not pieced together. I don't know. Like, sometimes you watch people talking and then you realize they've had to cut and edit and everything, and that doesn't fit in with the only 10% of my life is planned. Like, that means I'd have to do a lot of extra work. I don't know if I have, one, the time for it. Maybe I don't have the motivation for it. Maybe I don't have the drive for it. I don't know what it is. But this is my life. And I thought, instead of always thinking about it in my head, maybe I can document it and we'll have something to look back on one day. And if my crazy, I don't know what the hell I'm doing life gives entertainment to somebody, and then hey, at least it makes somebody else smile. Even if it's just one person, I'm fine with that. I thought about what I was going to say, and now that I'm sitting here, I'm just kind of like drawing a blank. I second guess myself all the time, constantly. Like, if there was another human life being that walked in this room right now, I'd probably shut it all down because I don't know how to just freely talk. One thing my husband will tell anyone is I'm really terrible finding the right words. Like, I feel like they're there and I'm gonna say them, and then I say them and I'm like, no, that's not exactly how I wanted to say. But you can't erase things once you say them out loud. It's like they're heard. It's like in a jury when they're like, the judge is like, take that off the record, unhear what you just heard. Yeah, right. I already heard it. It's hard for me to erase it now. So, I love beauty. I love fashion. I love house design like any other girl out there. I think my problem is I just don't know how to make it all come together. I see this, I see that, and then I try to make something of it, and it's never right, including fashion. I like to look at these women, these influencers, and get ideas for them, but I realize I'm like picking something from a high fashion blogger, somebody from a middle fashion blogger. And I say blogger, I don't ever look at blogs because I just don't have time to sit there and do that. I just look at their stories sometimes on Instagram or their posts sometimes, and I try to like pick from that. And the next thing I know, I'm wearing an outfit that's meshed together from 3 different people, and I'm not really sure if it works. So I will never call myself an influencer. I just like to be heavenly influenced by other people. That's a good way of describing me. I'm heavily influenced by other people. You're happy, you're sad, I'm influenced by it. I care way too much. Oh my God, I care way too much. Sometimes you just want to turn that off button. My house is always a disaster. I've even hired somebody to come in and help me out 2 days a week, just like dishes, laundry. And somehow within like an hour of her being gone, it almost feels erased. Me, the kids. I'm just highly unorganized. I am borderline a hoarder. Like, why do I have toys from when my 6-year-old was a baby still? Because I'm going to have another kid. I might need to use it again. So I don't get rid of it. Now it's broken, of course, I just get rid of it, but I just keep holding on. I have an attic full of old clothes. I have 3 kids. What if I have another one? What if it's a boy? What if it's a girl? So I'm just gonna keep all the clothes just in case, so I don't have to buy some more clothes later. That jumper, that you put them in and they jump, got that in the basement. A swing, the bath, all the original stuff that she had, and she is about to be 7 next month. I'm just in this weird place in life where I just cannot get my shit together at all. I try every day. I have downloaded so many organizational apps on my phone, and there they sit on my phone. unopened. I opened a couple of them, and then they looked a little too busy, and I was like, I don't know. And so I just said I'll come back to it. So I mainly use Notes on my Apple phone, and it's just, I don't know, half people out there, I swear, have Apple phones. It's just a notepad. It doesn't remind you to do things or anything like that. I try to do the reminders thing. I'm really good at ignoring reminders. Take a pill every day, they say. It's good for your health, they say. I don't know if I've ever, maybe once in my life, finished an antibiotic. Birth control was a joke. I could never finish that. Prenatals when you're pregnant, I'm just glad I hit at least 50% of those days in the 9 months, 10 months, whatever they call it. I don't know. Consistency isn't there. I guess that comes with the ADD, the unorganized. Take a pill for your ADD. That doesn't happen on a consistent basis at all. So we've been homebodies for a very long time. It's become like the way of life. These 4 walls, we live in them all the time. I have a hard time socializing with other people or keeping up with other people. I have so many friends. They have groups of friends. I have a friend from all different walks of life, but not a group of friends. I don't have people I consistently rely on, nor does anybody consistently rely on me. So it's, kind of fair both ways. But you can't help it looking at social media and wanting those things when you see them from people. It's a lot of effort I just don't know how to give. I'm going to try here. I'm going to try to do this consistently. Maybe if I just speak out loud and unload it out of me. I tried the therapist thing. I probably go like 4 times and I'm like, no, I feel better. I'm good. I don't need this anymore. So I thought maybe if I just had, my phone and I could just talk to it almost every day and somebody else heard it and maybe somebody had to comment on it. I know it's going to be bad. I mean, not all bad. I know it's going to be good, the bad, ugly, There's trolls out there. People like to just input themselves and make you feel worse. I kind of feel sad for those people because I feel like, man, something in their life really is worse than mine right now that they want to sit there and berate me on social media. But, yeah, we'll see how this goes. Case in point, my husband came upstairs and I was about to record something else and I froze. I heavily care what he thinks so much. Like, it's insane. I should, yeah, but I shouldn't to the point that, I don't know. I dictate a lot of things I do in my life because I'm just wondering. Sorry, I was looking, lights on. Off of what he thinks. This is a dirty knife. Grapefruits. Trying this out. My mama and Papa, when I was younger, would always cut them in half where it left these little pods. Yes, I did it. And then you're supposed to just be able to spoon them out. I told my husband this is how you can eat it, and he's looking forward to it. So I'm cutting one up for him. And you can just take it out. Bam. Of the little, really juicy. Awesome. Cool. I think he's gonna enjoy that. So my husband is a workaholic. He works 50 to 60 hours a week. He works from home, thankfully. but he works in the basement. And we try to see him as much as we can, but you know, he works hard, very hard for a living. He is in IT, creating things constantly, and I will get more into that eventually because I find what he does very fascinating. He sometimes doesn't think I do, but I find it very fascinating and very interesting, and I can't believe he's creating the things he is creating. And then sometimes I think to myself, that's not already created, because you see it in the movies and like, they have things like that already, don't they? No, it's the movies. Anyways, so since he works so hard and I only work 2 days a week out of the house, I know I work all the time as a mother. I totally understand that. But I don't give myself credit for that enough. Anyways, I try to make sure he has like food throughout the day so that he didn't have to like stop and come get food, because if he has to stop and come get food, that takes away from time that he's working, and that means he has to delay the work till later when he could possibly have time for us. So, and when I say he works 50, 60 hours a week, he works weekends too. He works in the middle of the night. He just is constantly on the computer. But anyways, I'll get into that more later. So I try to always provide for him. I've had friends tell me, like, I can't believe you bend over backward for him. Like, why are you always trying to get him food and drinks and whatever? I'm like, because he's constantly like working his arse off so I can sit here and be with the kids and not be forced to work 40 hours a week in a PT clinic. And most clinics, you know, you have to work until 7 at night, at least twice a week. And then I wouldn't be home with the kids, and there would be somebody else here with the kids because he couldn't be here with the kids. So anyways, ranting again. So yeah, so I try to get this for him, breakfast in the morning. I try to do like a fruit or a vegetable. He would just eat, you know, an avocado for breakfast. It's whatever. But right now, these are my avocados. Every single one of them are not ready to eat, and they will all be ready on the same day. So we'll just be eating avocados all day one day. But it's just such a good deal at Costco when you can buy them in bulk like this. So I do, and then we just eat lots of avocados one day. But yeah, so I just, I don't even know how to talk to a camera in front of him. Like, I feel like I'm real with him all the time. We goof off. We are a highly sarcastic family. We love to love life, but why do I worry so much? Like, what I say and how I say it when somebody else is around. Like, it's making me tear up. What the fuck? Sorry, excuse my language. But yeah, I just give a lot of power to other people. So that's why I'm easily influenced. But here I go. I'm in the kitchen. I had no place to put my phone. I literally put it inside of a cabinet. And this is my island that I always try to tell myself I want cleaned off every day, but I went to Costco yesterday, so I've got, you know, 580 sandwich bags on the countertop right now. My toaster, because there's not enough room on the countertops for toasters, so I keep it tucked away and pull it out when I need it. Oh, this is life. This is life. It's a Tuesday, and usually I'd be working, but one of my patients that I usually go see every Tuesday and Thursday morning right after I drop the boys off had to work outside the house, and usually he doesn't have to be outside his house much. He is an older gentleman, had a back fusion, and so I've been working with him for the past like 6 to 7 months, and he is kind of a highlight of my week because he is hilarious. So I'm kind of sad I don't get to see them today, him and his wife, but it gave me the opportunity to sit here and speak to the camera. So yay, here I am. and off I go to feed my husband. Of course, I get down there and he's already on a call, so I can't really show him how to eat this grapefruit, so I hope he figures it out by the fact that I took a bite out of it already. My Christmas tree is still up. I'm one of those people that believe celebrate Thanksgiving first. Please just celebrate Thanksgiving. I am not Mariah Carey. We do not celebrate when it hits midnight after freaking Halloween. We still have Thanksgiving. Like, let's just give it its due, please. Get a whole week off for it now. Like, what is that? When I was a kid, you still went to school Monday and Tuesday, the week of Thanksgiving. A whole week for Thanksgiving. Why are we not celebrating Thanksgiving and not Christmas? I have a new, really amazing friend. Love her to death. And she is so Christmassy. And she was so ready for it. And she invited me over twice before Thanksgiving. And I really honestly I couldn't go. I mean, there's just like either somebody was sick or something was going on. I couldn't go. A little part of me didn't want to go because I wasn't ready to go into her Christmassy house yet. Like at all. I just wanted to wait. But I'm also the person that believes the winter is freaking depressing with its short days and its coldness, which I can't even say that. It was freaking 70 or something on Christmas in Georgia this year. But just, I don't know, something about it. It's not summer. So I keep my Christmas tree up till February. Now, usually I take the ornaments off, but Mama had COVID and it rocked me hard for 3 weeks. And I literally only felt like a human being like the week of Christmas. So I didn't even put ornaments on my tree until the week of Christmas or finished decorating. Like in the kitchen, see that garland? I got it last year. I put it up there. That's not even the kitchen. I'll explain that later. It's more like the play area. It's just one big open room. But the kitchen, you see that garland? I put it up there a month ago and realized all the rest of the strands had died. I couldn't figure out what bulb was wrong. So I got down off the ladder. I was frustrated. I left the one that still worked up. I never plugged it up, but I never even finished it. It's just hanging for a month now down my cabinet. Why can't I fix that? It's like, because I have to get the ladder back out, and the ladder's out in the shop, and I am full of excuses, I swear. Look at that piece right there. That is like so gorgeous on top of the, I have a old friend, you call them old friends. They're people that were in your life, but not even really in your life, but she was an old friend, and I saw her work on Facebook, I think. I don't really get on Facebook anymore, but she made that. Isn't that beautiful? A manger scene, 'cause I had a manger scene. It was just like a little simple one, but just a little tiny little manger scene. That's the donkey. Where's its ears? You'll have to ask my son Jackson, the 4-year-old. He likes to seek and destroy. He plays very hard. We're working on it. He's doing better. But yeah, so that's all I had. Oh, God. This will be a trip. We'll see how this goes. I'm not even sure. I have time on my hands. I'm going to try to put away the Costco stuff. Fold the laundry that my dear Kiera put on the drying rack for me yesterday, and try to revive what she did. Back to my inconsistencies in life. I don't know if you can tell. I have mascara on from yesterday. I washed my face last night, but my eye makeup remover was in the other room. I didn't go get it. what's actually the miracle is that I washed my face last night. I am really good about, oh, I did my makeup. And I don't ever get to see my husband except late at night. So I'm going to keep my makeup on so I still look good for him. And then I hang out with him to about the point I'm going to pass out. But last night he took a shower, so I was like, you know what, I'm just going to wash my face. I just didn't take my eye makeup off. So this is actually looking kind of not too bad. This is looking kind of crazy. I like the world's shortest eyelashes too. That's always fun. I've tried the lash serum thing, but then again, I think you're supposed to be, what is that word? Consistent with using lash serums for them to work. And that Dime Beauty stuff, I could say it probably has made them fuller. I don't know if it's made them longer. Whatever. I tried I get the FabFitFun box because, again, influenced heavenly there. They send me the box, really cool stuff in it. I'll never buy the stuff because I think it's stupid expensive. And I'm one of those people that try to never buy anything full priced. And they had Glamnetics in it. And I saw an influencer on Instagram, Becca, who had them, and she was promoting them and had a code for them. I even went and looked at them and put them in a cart, and I never bought them. Well, they came in this box, and so I used them once, and I did like the way they looked. They were really fabulous. But you have to use like a liquid magnetic eyeliner, and then the magnet on my eye, and I'm not gonna lie, after wearing them, I started thinking about, this is the nerd in me, the polar fields, and is it healthy to have magnetic pull that close to your eyeball and your brain? And so I wore them one night, and I probably will never wear them again. I got my eyelashes done for a wedding 8 years ago, where I got them like glued on individually, and that was beautiful. I will not deny that, but it's time consuming to be able to go and have somebody do it. Whatever. I think you'll find from me, I am consistently inconsistent. Consistently inconsistent. It's like my motto for life. I get excited about something like this, what I'm doing right now. I kind of got excited about it. Like, okay, I'm going to unload. I'm just going to like anything and everything in my head and around. I'll record some when my kids are around because I can talk to a camera in front of them because they're 2, 4, and 6 and they're goobers themselves. So who cares? It's like talking in front of adults. I'm not good at that. But if like it's the weekend and, you know, it's the day, during the day, my husband tries not to work on the weekends, but he works, you know, until like 2, 3 a.m. almost every night during the week. So it's hard for him to get up before 10 in the morning. Like he tries, but it's just hard. So I'll have the mornings then with just the kids, but during the day, he tries to be around as much as possible if he's not working on our land. We have 6.5 acres, so there's always something to be done. And I'll get into our land too and our story behind that because it's pretty freaking interesting. But my inconsistencies aren't good when he's not the most organized person either. So I tell people we're really good at starting things. We're not the best at finishing them. We get excited about something and then we don't finish them. Like, why? Like, it's like left half done. Oh, God. But, you know, maybe me documenting them will be me being my, what do they call? Oh, accountability. Maybe I'll hold myself accountable. I'll be my own accountability partner. Me and my recorded self to stay on top of things. So it would be interesting if I can actually finish something fully and completely. I graduated PT school in 2012. Break, that's 10 years ago. I said I was going to open my own practice. And here we are 10 years later. I've had the opportunities financially because of my rockin' awesome husband to do it. It just is something that scared me. And, you know, you're not going to succeed unless you try. That's what everyone says. People say it online. I get motivated. Trying scares me. I am scared of failing. That sounds like a freaking unsuccessful person right there. And sometimes I guess that's how I feel, as unsuccessful in life. But for the first day, I feel pretty good. And I think I'm going to use this time now to try to clean and see if I can use the motivation I've given myself by talking to myself to do something productive. All right, so I at least got this almost cleared all the way off. My kitchen, I've tried to organize it. We cook a lot here. We rarely eat out. So we have a lot of produce for 5 people. When my husband has the time, he cooks some freaking amazing food. Last night I was in a rut, didn't know what to do. I got these spring rolls, and for my picky 4-year-old, he loves them. Spring rolls from Costco, and the cold section, not the frozen, not the edamame ones. The sauce, they love it. I'm just gonna heat that up in the air fryer, call it a night. My husband comes up, he gets out his wok, and he takes some random college student ramen noodles and makes a special sauce to go with it. I told him I've never had ramen noodles that taste so good, and I lived on ramen noodles my freshman and sophomore year of college. And then he put that with the egg rolls and made it so much better. So he is a phenomenal cook. I say that was one way he got to my heart, was through my stomach, because he can make some amazing food out of nowhere. So this to me is clean. That's a million times better than it looked. It's not perfect, but nothing in my life is. Well, that was an epic fail. I got a text. I don't know what to do with this grapefruit. I'm just making a mess. He's in the middle of call. He didn't have time, but he maimed the poor thing. He didn't make it all pretty like I did. So I'm gonna take a whole 1 minute out of my trying to be productive morning, because this is productive to me, and scoop some of this out for him and make it easy for him, because why not? Poor thing, trying to be productive on a call, and he's struggling to eat a grapefruit. So just like this, I just scooped most of it out. Oh, here's a unmaimed one. And I'm just gonna take it from the side right at the, what do you call that? That's not the skin. And I just pull it out. And then you'll find some seeds too. And most of the seeds are kind of in this middle part from what I can see. So you can avoid it. This thing is so juicy. So I'm gonna fix this for him so he can eat without struggling, but I thought it was a fun experiment. I wanted to show him how to eat it, and he didn't know how to because he was on a call, and that is nobody's fault, just bad timing. So going around doing this, you can see it comes out pretty easily. But wow, this thing is juicy. But he likes the grapefruit chunks from Costco Kirkland brand. They're in the cold section. I just thought, you know, every once in a while, buy some fresh grapefruit, and then he doesn't have to worry about all the cool preservatives every time he eats it. You know, I'm thoughtful sometimes. Okay, quick example. This outfit. These shoes, I love them. These Vans, off the wall, got fur on the inside of them. They are an influenced piece from Tia Rachel on Instagram. This shirt is from American Eagle. It was influenced by the sister studio, Jen Reed, off of Instagram. These pants, found them randomly at Old Navy. I'm not really sure this all goes together. And this is one thing too. Every last person I love to follow. I love them, their personalities, their voices, just everything, their style. But they are all extra small to small women. So the stuff I'm buying is for my large to extra large body. So I'm not sure if it still works as well. I see on, what is it, Pink Lily or something like that, they always compare the extra large girl to the extra small girl and their outfits, and most of those work really well. I'm not sure if I'm doing this right. So this is from one influence, the other influence, and some random active pants I found at Old Navy for a good price. That says they're moisture wicking and they're supposed to be workout pants. No, they are so warm. You cannot wear these in the summertime. They are not moisture wicking, but they do keep you really warm. So, case in point, influenced, but I'm not sure if I'm influenced correctly. Okay, so I warmed up leftover spaghetti that he made on Saturday night. It's Tuesday. And it was just angel hair pasta, Prego sauce, but then he adds onions to it and chicken sausage, and he said beef sausage. I swear it was pork sausage. Anyways, it was really good. So I warmed that up for him. I took a couple bites. That'll hold me over till later. I just tend to kind of either skip lunch altogether because I'm busy fixing him lunch, or the boys' lunch, or snack all day. My boys' school to pick up by, this is fun, 12:10 to 12:20. It's 12:04, so I need to leave in 6 minutes to get there. It's exactly 10 minutes away. I have to pick the youngest, Kopi, up at 12:10 to 12:20, and then I have to circle back around, wait in the parking lot, and pick up Jackson between 12:30 and 12:40. So I try to get there at right at 12:20, pick up Kopi, and just wait 10 minutes and get Jackson. But Kopi's not going to sit in the car and not have food. And as soon as Jackson gets in the car, he's my little picky eater, so he's a skinny mini and is starving by the time he gets in the car, so I can't make it home that 10 minutes. I can, but that's me having to listen to him complain about how starving he is for 10 minutes. So I try to bring them some food. So today we're keeping it simple. Avocado mash. Guess where from? Costco, I know. So original. Avocado mash on a piece of bread, folded in half, apples sliced up. I used to never slice up apples like this, but our friend was over the other day for a play date, and her daughter was hungry, and she sliced up the apples like this. And my kids absolutely loved it, so here I am, slicing them up like that for them. It makes Kopi not gag on the skin nearly as much. and I refuse to peel it because all the nutrients and most everything is in the skin. So I'm gonna take this to them. I'll do a little video as I'm picking them up because it's fun. And I'm gonna call it a day because I think my brain's hurting from talking to myself. Actually, it's not. I actually feel a little better talking to myself. I'm not gonna lie, I'm doing a little bit too much. So by the time this is done, this will be like an hour and 20 video, but it's not for anyone else. It's just for me, and if anybody finds it entertaining, then so be it. I collected child number 1. Hey, Kopi. You say hi?
Hi, Mommy Gigi.
Hi, Mommy Gigi. We're not on the phone with Gigi anymore. I know. He made it through the day. He's wearing the same clothes. That means no accidents. Did you go pee-pee in the potty at school?
Mm.
Did you go pee-pee in the potty at school?
Mm.
Nope. Nope. I don't know how to cut my boy's hair. I mean, look at the pretty curls. It's just, I can't cut it. It's only 2.5. It'll be okay. You'll see Jackson's. It's even longer. All right. I pulled around. Now I got to get out and buckle you up. So you pick them up over there, and then you have to drive to the parking lot with them just floating around the car, and then you buckle them up. And then we'll get Jackson in 10 minutes. I'm listening, Jackson.
Animals must be like animals freeze in ice.
Animals freeze in ice. Yeah, I think anybody would freeze in ice. So it was a good day at school?
We play with ice.
Oh, you got to play with ice?
Real.
Real ice. Oh, you like your little lunch, guys? Kitties don't eat apples, Kopi. You go eat your apples?
No.
Well, don't eat cat food like you did yesterday. We already discovered that was pretty nasty.
Here's kitty. Here's kitty.
Crazy boy, pickup complete. Check. On to pick up Lily from the bus stop at 2:30. 2 hours to kill. Mama's gonna take a break. Brisk, cold. It's finally up to 45 today. I think that's the high of the day. Oh, waiting here at the bus stop at the end of the driveway for baby girl. We're blessed that our bus stop is at the end of the driveway. Well, it's more because we have like 700 feet of road front, and I think that would just be torturous to have to walk that far. But when I look at it, I actually walked from the top of the hill to the bottom of the hill in my neighborhood, and we were the 3rd house up growing up until I went to middle school. We have a camera at the gates, lets people know we're coming in. I bet you anything my husband's peeking in. He likes to try to catch me talking to myself on the camera because he knows as soon as he walks in the room, I turn it off. Even when I'm like rewatching a video, I turn it off. Like I don't know what it is. I can talk all day long in front of a bunch of little kids, but when it comes to adults, I'm more of a people watcher than an interactor. Did you have a good day at school?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah? An awesome day at school?
Yes.
Okay, what did we learn? We learned, one, that we need to not leave our jacket on the bus. Okay, because it's cold. Oh, I'm not going to see him in the morning. I hope we get your jacket, baby. Dang. Well, lesson learned, right?
What?
We hold on to our jackets.
Why am I not going to see him in the morning?
Don't know why I'm so bummed out about that missing jacket, because I think that was like her nice winter coat, and it's just now getting really cold in Georgia. Come here. So hopefully we can find it. you know, hopefully Mr. Joe, the bus driver, is able to find it. Baby bear. Oh, dirty nails. Okay. Somebody needs to go clean her nails. Her hands. Did we have a fun day on the playground or something?
Yeah.
Oh, how many jackets does everybody else go through every year? Because I'm sure she's not the only one losing her jackets. But it was on the bus. That's the first thing he said when he opened the door to everyone on the bus. Keep the aisle clear. So I bet you anything your jacket was one of the things that just slid around on the ground. She's the first bus stop. There's no reason to take your coat off between school and here. You're only 5 minutes from the school. Okay? Love you, Bear. Signing out for a day. Till another day.